Good morning from New Jersey. I took 2 zeros, but now the gang is back together. Safe Travel showed up 2 days ago. Roach showed up yesterday, and now we're pushing on. We are going to try to do the state of New Jersey in 3 days. It's like 70 something miles. If we do, I think it's like 25, 28, 25 or something like that, we'll get through it. Then we get to New York. And the first night, that's what we're trying to get to in 3 days, puts us at a drive-in movie theater where they let hikers stay for free and just watch a movie and enjoy. So that'll be cool. I don't remember what else I was gonna say. I remember now. Deli blazing. I was gonna explain that the other day. I'm gonna explain it now. So, throughout New York, New Jersey, and I think Connecticut, we get to do what's called deli blazing. What that means is that we don't have to carry much food with us because there are delis on or near the trail several times a day. Or you can just, well, my plan for today, we're about to hit one here in about 45 minutes. I'm gonna get a nice hot sandwich, and then I'm gonna pack out something for dinner. And that's gonna be the case kind of every day for the next couple of days, which is awesome because my food bag is ridiculously light right now, and that means we can travel easy. $360. So apparently, just a couple of days can make a drastic difference in temperature. The last time I hiked, I had to stop 2 hours into my day to put a fleece on. And today, I can't stop sweating. Like, it's gotta be in the 80s, which is, I mean, someone had mentioned it. It was supposed to be like kind of almost news, big news, how this area was gonna be taking like a 40-degree temperature change in 3 days. Yep, I'm in the middle of it. It's hot. And we're still up on ridges, so there's not a ton of water. Though I have passed like a couple of ponds and lakes, and there seems to be a lot of standing water up here. Just not a lot of streams and such. And also, the bugs are out. The bugs are out bad. I probably don't have many nights left of sleeping in a shelter. It's gonna be into the tents to hide from the bugs. Sad. It's been nice being lazy for the first 3 months. Oh, today's the 4th. Happy 3-month day. Well, I just summited Rattlesnake Mountain. No rattlesnakes. Earlier this morning, I went through Rattlesnake Swamp. No rattlesnakes. All day today, I've been climbing across bare, rocky ridges. No rattlesnakes. But holy crap, is it a hot one. Everyone that I'm hiking with is just dumping sweat, hot, and exhausted. I just want to get to camp. Good morning. Today is going to be just like yesterday. It's supposed to be hot and humid, and we're doing 27 point something miles today. Yesterday was 25. It's just gonna be another hot, exhausting day. I think we finally hit the end of shelter season, which makes me sad. I was the only one in there last night. I'm the only one too stubborn to set up a tent, but the mosquito pressure was miserable, so I think it's gonna be sleeping in a tent from now on, unless it's supposed to rain. Yeah, 27 miles today to the town of Unionville. They have a store, like a grocery store with a deli and stuff. It's open till 8 p.m. So, I mean, I think we'll get there quite a bit earlier than that, but who knows? And then tomorrow, we'll make it to Warwick. I saw that they're forecasting, well, a chance of rain tomorrow, which would suck, because apparently when it rains, they don't play the movie. So let's hope it stays dry so we can go to the drive-in and watch a movie. If not, we'll have to just have ice cream and enjoy a nice dinner. Woo! Whoever told me New Jersey is just Pennsylvania without rocks is a liar. Because it's really, 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 really rocky still. You know, walking through New Jersey and listening to Bon Jovi just feels right. There are so many mosquitoes. Like my arms and legs, neck and ears are covered in DEET. I don't think they care. Like if I stop walking and look down, I just see 100 of them around me. On a brighter note, trying to get to town fast enough or early enough to take advantage of, well, that sounds bad, to graciously accept, there's a pastor in town who lets the first 4 hikers to knock on his door every day, lets them stay, get a shower and such. It said, no drive-ins, you have to hike the AT, no reservations, first come, first serve, and you can't even be there till after 4 o'clock. Now, if I finish at the pace I think I'm gonna finish at, I should get to town around 5. But there's not a lot of people out in our little area right now, so might be okay. We'll see. A shower would be great because I am disgusting. See, that's a new snake pattern. One I am not at all familiar with. It's moving. All right. Interesting. Been a long time since I got to climb a fire tower. It just feels good to get a breeze. That's the highest point in New Jersey. That's the next place I'm going, apparently. Good afternoon. We have had a very hot and miserable, buggy, crappy day. However, we just stopped in town to kind of wait out the hottest part of the day, sat in a little cafe, had some coffee. It was nice. And now we're heading back out to do a very, very steep climb and then try to make it into Warwick, where we are going to stay at the movie theater, get some food, possibly watch a movie if the weather holds off. Downside is we just left town, we're walking towards the mountain, and we're hearing a lot of thunder. Could get spicy. So about a minute into this freaking climb, I got stung by something. I don't know what it was. I just felt a stab in my leg, and then I swatted, felt, you know, a bug-sized thing fall off where my hand hit. That was about a half hour ago. Every step, I can still feel it. I assume the stinger's still in there. I stopped and pulled down my sock. I looked at it, Roach looked at it. We couldn't see a stinger. I tried popping it like a pimple, you know, like pushing it, squeezing it that way. Couldn't see anything. So it's probably just something I'm gonna have to let my body push out naturally. But holy crap. I don't think I've been stung since I was a child. Turns out it still hurts as an adult. Staying at a drive-in for the night. 3 screens. What am I gonna watch? Who knows?
It doesn't seem like there's an option to not stay in Fort Montgomery.
My calf cramped up as I was trying to show off the bites. That hurt. Well, good evening. We are still in the town of Warwick, where we stayed at the movie theater last night. I got very little sleep last night. I was still just gonna tough it out and go. That was my intention this morning. Roach got out of his tent. He was just furious, like absolutely, just in a miserable mood this morning. The 3 of us walked over to a breakfast place to get coffee and a bagel, and as we sat there, we just came to the conclusion that we weren't hiking today. It needed to be a rest day. A couple of nearly 30-mile days back to back takes its toll. And I guess I hadn't really been considering the fact that I took 2 zeros just a couple days ago, but Mayhem's, nope, Safe Travels' 0 was, well, he had 1, but I don't know. But Roach's was like 3 days before mine, or 4 days before mine. And he just got tired. I mean, he was exhausted physically. I was exhausted because I got 2.5 hours of sleep last night, and it just made sense to take a day off. I can see Safe Travels in the bathroom right now. That's interesting. Nope, that glowing light. I just want to get on to some talking here because I didn't hike Monday or Tuesday either. So as of right now, I have 3 days of hiking this week, and tomorrow's Sunday, which is gonna be the last day. We're gonna do a marathon tomorrow, 26.2 miles. So I'm gonna get some more film, but for the most part, it's gonna be probably once again a very short video this week. Warwick, awesome town. The movie theater was sick. We went to a whole bunch of places today. Some restaurants, cafes. We went to a cafe this morning after the bagel and coffee place. We went to another cafe and just told the woman, hey, do you mind if we just sit and hang out for, you know, a couple of hours? We'll obviously buy stuff, but do you mind if we're sitting here? She's like, of course. And then she proceeded to just keep giving us stuff. It was like a bakery and cafe. She gave us more free stuff than I can imagine. Like, I can't even explain. Like, it was like a bunch of cookies. She's like, I can't sell broken cookies, so here's a bunch of cookies. And here's a scone and drinks. She was just giving us so much stuff. It was awesome. Then we went to a Thai place, got some good Thai food, and then we came to the hotel, hung out. Easy day, chill day, relaxed day. We needed it. Tomorrow's the big long day. And then next week, we'll be going into New York City, I think Thursday morning. I think we're going to be hitting the town of Pawling on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. And then I just learned that tapping the volume button stops your recording. Cool. Yeah, anyway, into Pawling Wednesday afternoon, into New York City Thursday morning. We're going to spend the day in the city. I haven't been since I was a child, and I went with my Aunt Diane to the Museum of Natural History. That's the only memory I have of New York City. So it'll be cool. I think we're gonna take our dirty, stinky, smelly selves to Broadway and see a show. It's gonna be fun. We're all super excited for that. So next week's gonna be cool. And then we're gonna finish up New York, and then we're going to go on to Connecticut, and then we're gonna do that in probably 2 days. And then we're in Massachusetts, and we only got a couple of states left. So, as of right now, I'm trying. Our plan is to finish, I think I've said this before, on Mayhem's birthday, Safe Travels' birthday, July 25th. That is 48 days from now. I have less than 50 days to go. Kind of bittersweet to think about, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get through our marathon tomorrow and go from there. Well, good morning. It is Sunday morning and we are back on trail. Like I said yesterday, we got 26.2 miles, a marathon to walk today. I think I forgot to mention it yesterday, but we met, like, in addition to the awesome pie woman and everyone else who's been super nice up here, we had a couple people yesterday at various times pull over and be like, hey, you guys need a ride? You know, you guys through hiking? You need a ride somewhere? One of those guys we did get a ride from offered to pick us up this morning and give us a ride back to the trailhead. Like, he was there at 5:30 in the morning, ready to pick us up. Super nice guy. He came out and hiked with us for 15 minutes. Him and his dog. It's just great. Everyone warned us that once we got up north, all the trail towns would lose that southern hospitality. I think it's more that down south, those towns are far more dependent on the hikers coming through, because down south, thousands of hikers come through each town. Where up here, we've weeded out 75% of them by this point. So you only have a couple hundred coming through every year. Can't base your entire town's economy on a couple hundred people walking through. So the towns aren't focused on the hikers as much, but there's definitely still plenty of outdoorsy people looking to help out. So it's been awesome. Mosquitoes are already back. So we've been out here for a mile, and I'm already getting just swarmed. So DEET doesn't help. I don't know what's supposed to help. I think you just have to kind of come to terms with the fact that I'm going to itch for the next month and a half, which is not something I'm happy to come to terms with, or even sure that I can. I might just be miserable most of the time. Hopefully not. Whew. Crossing into New York here in a little bit. It's gonna be awesome. One more state down, and hopefully I'll get to see some cool stuff and show you. Hi, and welcome to New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are. It's not very concretey, I gotta be honest. I think Alicia Keys was thinking of a different place. That's just a stick holding up a flag. And we got more rocks. Always more rocks. So that means I need to make a left turn. So I guess just kind of up this pile of rocks then. I don't. My guess would be that way. I was right. This is the next place, but there's a blaze. As always, you just follow the white blazes up the rocks like a madman up to here. It gives you a cool view, I'll admit that. Well, as much of a view as you can get in New York. We're not exactly super high, but then guess what we do? Yup. Hey, someone's up there. I just noticed them. This was a steep, well, that wasn't the climb. The climb was back there, but still. It's, you know, we're on a cliff. This has been a fun afternoon. It's more up and down than we've done in a long time. But it has been some super, super rocky, big bouldery scrambles. This is the good kind of rocks, not the crappy kind of rocks that make you stab your foot and roll your ankle. Whew. Got one more. Well, we got a steep climb, and then a little bit of a down, and then we go through a cool little section called the Lemon Squeezer. It's going to be very tight, and then very steep up. It's pretty short, and then like a mile to camp. So hopefully I can get some footage of us going through the Lemon Squeezer. I know it's pretty obvious, I could just pull my phone out, but I don't like doing it on the other guys. So if I can get some cool footage of it, that will be next. If not, I'm going to use this time to say goodnight, goodbye, have a good week, and I'll see you next week when we finish up in New York and get into Connecticut. Yeehaw!
Oh god, it's gonna be on your video too. Hey, did you just lose the bottle? No. Okay. Oh yeah, I might fucking